Hello, this is also with game 2, Marwin against GhosTa. Marwin will be the yellow Terran at the bottom right side of the map, and GhosTa will be the red Terran at the bottom left of the map. The map is Fighting Spirit. Marwin is up 1-0. So, this map, I'm sure you're all familiar with it, even though it's red and new. You have your natural and a pretty easy to defend third. Your entrance is pretty small, so most players go for fast expand in TvT and TvP and basically all matchups. So we'll see how this game goes. Now about the last game, there was one time I was saying that GhosTa's SSV count was pretty low, and I checked the replay and he hadn't lost much SVs, any SVs to a harass I didn't see or anything. So I don't know why I was under the impression that he was behind, but I just clear this out. So we see Marwin is scouting very early again. Gonna go through the center to see if there's any proxies. Both players opening with the standard 1 RoX and gas. Looks like he will scout GhosTa first. GhosTa starting to scout just now. Now usually, sometimes in TvT you scout early in order to see where your opponent is, because you have some really big change in your strategy you would do if your opponent was cross position or something. For example, expanding at the certain timing if he was cross position or not, or going for fast dropships if he was close to you or something. But GhosTa didn't do that, so he was probably just being cautious with any proxies or anything. We see just like the last game. Actually, no, last game Marwin had 2 SVs in the geyser and GhosTa had 3, but now they both have 3, both are going for 2 factories, even though the map is good for fast expanding. Looks like GhosTa saw these 2 factories for Marwin, while Marwin didn't see the 2 factories for GhosTa. So that's a little bit of an advantage to GhosTa, but he probably expects 2 factories, since that was what happened last game. We see both players are getting 2 Marines, blocking their entrance. Not sure why Marwin hasn't lifted his barracks to scout yet. GhosTa is. So, 2 machine shops, very fast. And GhosTa is going for the same build he went for last game. A fast machine shop, mines, and 1 factory pumping tanks and 1 factory pumping vultures. It looks like GhosTa is going for either a very tank heavy build, or he'll go for the 2 vulture upgrades and mass vultures. We'll see in a little bit. Oh, excuse me, I missed this armory. Well, yeah, that's a pretty good build. I used to do it on Colosseum sometimes. Not sure how it will work on this map though, against GhosTa's build. Looks like he got 2 Galads and is switching back to tanks. Not upgrading anything from the machine shops yet. GhosTa is pushing a little bit. Probably wanted to contain Marwin with mines, but that's not gonna work out. So GhosTa can't really push because his army is weaker, but Marwin can't really push either because GhosTa has mines, and it would be pretty risky to push with such small force against mines. He might decide to be brave though. Now from this situation I would... GhosTa is being pretty aggressive, getting siege quite early. Marwin just now starting his siege, and looks like GhosTa will have a pretty good contain on Marwin, which is key in this matchup, and especially on this map because this entrance is so important. But it looks like GhosTa will just say screw it and move the other way around. But this would be pretty risky, to be honest. I wouldn't advise him to do that. GhosTa is starting his command center. The whole purpose of his build was to get a very early contain. Marwin starting his expansion too. And I'm not sure if GhosTa should be pushing so hard. If he had lost sight of these tanks for just a second, it would have been pretty bad if he lost them. He's switching to Galads too. Now, that's not a very strong contain right now. Marwin has quite a few more tanks, but he doesn't have sight of GhosTa's army, so it would be risky to move.